man, fighting and almost getting expelled from Monacan, making Monacan history until boom, you know what I'm saying? A fucking white boy shoot me at Rockport, man.
Sticks and hammers and all that.
Crazy ass tragedy had happened, and I knew you at the time. Me and you was definitely fond of each other. We was cool, you know what I mean? We was definitely friends, and man, I heard about that shit, and that shit fucked me up because being our age at the time, you don't really hear too much about people your age.
Yeah.
At that time, you didn't hear about people your age.
It was different. It was different.
And you know what I mean? A lot of gun violence the way it is now.
Yeah,
like,
the way it is
now. It's normal. You wake up every day now, like, all right, who next? You know what I mean? But
Yep.
back then, it was like, damn, Rell got shot.
Oh yeah, rest in peace, JoJo. By the way,
you know what I mean. Rest in peace, JoJo. You know what I'm saying? It's like Rell got shot. Like, what the fuck? You feel what I'm saying? So I remember. You probably don't remember. You probably don't remember. But I actually talked to you. I think it was like after you got out surgery.
Yeah,
and you was fucking doped up. You know what I mean? You probably don't remember because you was in and out slurring and shit. And I feel like that phone call from me for us, that kind of solidified the friendship between us and the brotherhood for us because
I remember that.
Yeah, because I mean, I know when people get in certain situations like that, they don't really get a lot of phone calls. Like, you get the love on social media, but ain't nobody really calling you and checking on you and doing whatever it take to get to that line in your room and shit like that. So just run us down, memory lane of, just that whole timeline of, before it happened. You ain't got to tell us detail for detail, but just like what was
man,
you thinking,
shit, basically it was just a young, I was a young nigga, man, and my brother, if y'all don't know it now, my brother Day, which is one of the older twins, we had recently just learned that, you know what I'm saying, he had just got in trouble and got locked up and possibly will be facing some robbery charges and shit like that. Now, mind you, he's 16, 17, you see what I'm saying, 17 years old. I'm 16, so soon as my homie called me about some wreck, I was just like, shit, like any young nigga be, I'm like, oh, we got wreck shit, let's go get it then. Mm-hmm. Not even knowing niggas ain't piecing the whole shit that the main and left and when they got a gun because they was fighting up there before that and all that shit. So me just being young and dumb, that won't in my situation. Like my nigga told me far back, I just, you know what I'm saying, I damn near, I got to him before anybody could, you feel me, like, and but Big put hands on him, man. I put massive hands on that nigga. I ain't even know that. I know that was disrespectful to that nigga. You know what I'm saying? For a nigga to not know you, to just be beating on you and you see what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's a serious situation though. Like, cause you don't look at a nigga face when you whooping him.
Yeah, that nigga was damn near asleep. So
that nigga was that
big. Once he got up and shit, you know what I'm saying? Once he damn near came to his senses, bro, I turned around and nigga had the fucking little pistol to me, bro. So I'm laughing like, oh, this nigga ain't gonna pull that shit. That nigga started pulling this shit. You feel me? Whatever. And, not even, you know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't trying to sound like no rat or none of that shit. I typically don't even know who did this shit. So I never went to court for it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just know none of that shit. You know what I'm saying? I don't even know the nigga. You see what I'm saying? But that's just how crazy it get. You feel me? Like, that was the first and the last time I seen that nigga. Damn. You see what I'm saying? So it was just on some shit. Like, I just remember a nigga busting, you know what I'm saying? And later on, I guess he got caught up in traffic and boom by y'all, and it was a lot of civilians out the park. So they put two and two together, nigga. I was dying on the motherfucking shit. You know what I'm saying? Police, like, who shot you because, the trajectory of the bullet and all that shit. I'm like, nigga, I don't know who shot me. I'm dying, nigga. Fuck. Yeah. You feel me? 16 years old, you know what I'm saying? So I posted that goddamn fucking out in Chesterfield, out at Rockwood Park. Is that crazy? I ain't a hood nigga. Because my brother got shot at 12 in Mosby. Damn. So I dodged all that shit, and all of us was involved in the drive-by. He just got hit. You see what I'm saying? So it's on some shit like to dodge that, then it get shot. And Chesterfield was crazy. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like I damn near I died, came back alive, man, and I'm here, nigga. Lil2Gz.
So
can't stop.
Bless.
So with you going through that trauma, how does that, like, now are you a lot more cautious? Like, how do you move differently now?
Shit, I've been more cautious since that day. You feel me? Like, I had to learn that everybody beef ain't my beef. You feel me? I had to learn that every situation don't need a reaction. You feel me? Some shit, that shit calmed me down a lot. Cause before then, if a nigga had a room to be like, shit, hey, 2Gz, bruh said something about you, I went to go find bruh.
Yeah.
That's how quick it was with me. You feel me? So after getting shot, I just had to realize, like, bro, I can't be so reactive. Like, niggas will trick you like that. Niggas want to see you go down that way. So it played, it played a big part. I mean, it still took time. It wasn't no instantly shit, nigga. I was fighting with the wound. Two weeks later, it won't instantly, but shit, it made me the man I am today for sure.
Okay, so in that time, you know, after that situation, I know you took a break from the music after that because you had to heal and you had to get right.
Yes,
you had to get your mind together. You know, some people go through PTSD after getting shot. You know what I mean? And after that,
I can't even shit the same. I got shot in my stomach, man. I can't shit the same, man. Hard as shit, man. Yeah.
Hey, hit that booster drop for me. It's beside the intro, Jay.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
Come on, man. God damn.
Y'all niggas be wanting to get shot and go to jail and shit, man. That
I
shit
mean,
ain't
but
cool.
like what I was basically getting at, man. So now we ready to get to the nitty gritty, man. Now you know, I feel like after you got shot,
Yeah.
I feel like Lil2Gz was birthed in the way.
He was definitely right afterwards.
And I feel like
Definitely was.
after, like I said, after that situation, like Lil2Gz, you transformed from Lil Rell to Lil2Gz. And I feel like that transformation was not only needed for you, but it was needed for everybody else around you, because I feel like you motivated everybody just from going through what you went through.
Yeah.
So can you just tell me about that transformation, or do you feel like it was a difference when, you know, you was Lil Rell and then you started transforming into Lil2Gz? Because you did change your name, your rap name anyway. You know what I mean?
I did. That's a deep ass question. I don't know though. You feel me? Like I just flow with life. If I said that I felt like it was transformation, that's sort of kind of like I was doing shit on purpose, and I won't. You did what I'm saying? It just was, I switched my name and my life changed once I switched my, you feel me? It was just that real. You feel me? So it's on some shit like, yeah.
So I got a question. What made you choose Lil2Gz?
Shit, man, my dad named me that, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, my dad gave a nigga that name. My dad, you know, he got my brother. He got big sons, you know what I'm saying? But I guess he seen, you know, he see all sides in his sons, but it's something about, I guess, what he see in me. You know, of course, looking just like him and all that shit. You know, it just reminded him, even as a young age, he like, I feel like you gonna, you know what I'm saying, come upon to be. And I was just like, all right, that's what's up, Lil2Gz. But I knew that was a big name to fulfill. So,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I was behind the scenes, you feel me? Like, I actually had to have a talk with you one day just on some shit like, okay, I think I'm serious to take this. It's time to take this Lil2Gz brand serious.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, getting shot and all that shit, it was the transformation, it played a big part, man. So,
You returned back to Huguenot.
yes, I went back. Yep, I went back to Huguenot. Yeah, they let me back in at Huguenot and my junior year, you feel me? So it was freshman year, got expelled. 10th grade year, I almost got expelled. Then I came back to Huguenot, but by the time I came back to Huguenot, it was petty problems by then, bro, because we done put in so much, like it was just so much work put in by then. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just like to this day, niggas, you know, it's no confrontations really or nothing. You feel me? Because like, yeah, it got real between those years. Like, you feel me? Shit that can't even be said on here.
No.
You see what I'm saying? That we got to bypass.
You graduated?
So yeah, I end up graduating. Yeah, hell yeah, man. I worked hard as fuck, man. Fesso and them niggas, they ain't even know. You know, I had senior classes with Fesso and them, man, and I ain't even know the whole time I was a fucking junior. Cause I got expelled. You know what I'm saying? My freshman year, so they like, you got to put in this type of work to even graduate. So I was night school and all that shit, but I ended up graduating school on time.
We definitely was in night school. We weren't in the same classes, but we was in night school together.
I had a lot of shit to do to graduate.
Dumbass niggas.
But I did it, man. I felt like my moms and them deserved to see me walk across the stage, man.
Motherfucking,
everybody parents should. Yeah.
Motherfucking senior taking 10th grade English and shit.
So do you think
I was fucked up back then.
That's how it be.
I bet that bitch, bro. I'm talking big shit.
I was just saying, y'all had freshmen. I had freshmen on gym because I never was able. 9th grade gym, I failed it. 10th grade gym, I failed it. 11th grade gym, I ain't have enough time to take the shit. So it was real.
No. Hit that drop.
Come on now, dog.
How the fuck do you feel,
Come on,
Jim?
man.
Bro, it was real. Y'all niggas, it's gonna take too long for y'all niggas to get y'all. Hey, look.
I mean,
just,
so you was just in that much shit there, like.
yeah, I was in, but it wasn't.
Okay,
It was,
okay.
nigga. I was on that school. Nigga.
Yeah, all right,
The fuck you in?
I'm just saying, it's
nigga,
Jim,
I
though.
kept getting put out, nigga. If I said I was in like 5 riots alone,
I mean, it's just.
you know what I mean? I won't dare, nigga. I won't dare to pass shit.
It's just crazy hearing it though. Like, you know what I mean? It's like that's like my fat ass fell in culinary arts. Never.
I feel Jim. Niggas know how Coop is, man. They asked Coop. They said, man, do you
Man.
deserve to come back to school? That nigga Coop said, nope.
Sweat. Who got next? We got next. Sweat. Family over everything. Sweat. Family over everything. 1.5. Back to reality. Strictly for the ladies. Sweat. Who got next? We got next. Sweat. That one was we got next. This one is we got next. Mixtape on that. Let's go. TB3.
Hey, where they can go? Where they can go? Where they can go?
That Pip, man. Thatpip.com/profile.
So you return to Huguenot. You trying to have your head on straight this time. You know what I mean? You trying to come back and do your motherfucking job. But when you came back, you started up something. You started up a trend that a lot of people was yelling it. A lot of people was buying merchandise. And the name was called Spacey Gang.
Yep.
You know, so and y'all made songs about it. Y'all had your own, we gonna call them hand gestures of how to, you know, represent Spacey Gang and be a part of the culture and shit like that. So, you know, when y'all started Spacey Gang, you know what I mean? What was y'all intentions like?
Shit, man, our intentions was just trying to be different. Every time we did something, we was always focused on being an innovator. So we cooking, dancing, all this shit hot. But what could we do, you feel me, to start our own shit and ride our own way? So that's how Spacey came apart.
How many members y'all had up in Spacey Gang?
Shit, man. It was Spacey Gang was Big 3 and AI, man. It was just Big 3 and AI, but then it became an extension of, you know, just the support, man. So it was a lot of Spacey Gang members. That shit, shout out to Cuz Battle, man. We still gotta have that convo to this day. That nigga represents Spacey, you feel me? Like, you see what I'm saying? So that just goes to show you how influential niggas is. We dropped the mixtape, put videos out. Spacey Gang, go search it. You can search it right now.
Spacey Check is still one of my favorite songs, by the way. That's when niggas really like, I'ma say niggas started shitting on niggas. Y'all young niggas 16 Ray-Bans on. Nigga can't even afford a pair of motherfucking Ray-Bans. You know what I mean? So, I mean, once again, man, we back in Huguenot. Because, like, you know, I'm going to keep referring it back to school in Huguenot because I was a part.
That's when you
know
was
what I mean? I'm able to remember and confirm. And,
Okay.
You know what I mean? Just give that thumbs up type shit. So, we got Spacey Gang. So, I'm not going to say the word Spacey Gang died out. I'm not going to say that. But also, while in high school, you also started Swag Team.
Yeah, Swag Team, because Spacey Gang, family over everything.
Yeah.
All of these Jones is before Circle of Trust. This is what we was repping aside, like, we Big 3 and they out of artists, so now we need a label. That's not GMGB, you feel me? Because we don't rep what they rep. It's just that simple. You see what I'm saying? So we two totally different brands. So that's how family over everything and Spacey Gang came about. Now Swag Team is just nigga fifth period. It's just all the how the fuck did we end up in fifth period with all the littest niggas? You know what I'm saying? All the littest chicks.
Oh, nowhere.
You feel me?
It was lit.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Miss Holmes, bro. You know
Hey,
what I'm saying?
man. Swag Team, TYB, man.
yeah, Swag
And by
Team.
the way, to all the county niggas that say they started TYB in Meadowbrook, you a fucking lie. We started TYB in the Huguenot.
Recipe Bam, man. TYB King, man. Teasy, man.
Man,
TYB.
rest in peace, Bam. Rest in peace,
Foes
Tony. You dig what I'm saying? Like, foes up for sure. But we originated that shit. That's facts. It's on camera on my fucking Facebook
Swag
page.
Team was just some niggas like, say for instance, like when Spirit Week came around.
Yeah, we
or some
had
shit
our own
like
Spirit
that.
Week.
Yeah, we gonna just flip it our own way. We not these niggas. We never been these niggas. So
Big Tone,
you feel
yeah.
me? Like it's just on some shit. Like my nigga. Like that was Swag Team. It wasn't dealing with music or nothing. It was just a lifestyle.
Okay.
And, like, you know, that's the thing, too. Like, you know, that's why when I put this status on, I called him a boss and a trendsetter because he literally did start trends, bro. Like, you know what I mean? He was called, you know, his name at the time, All Black Shawty, if I may. You know what I mean? All Black Shawty. And he literally doing Spirit Week, we had an all-black day where, like, everybody wore all black. And I ain't talking about just us. Yeah. We put a status up on Facebook and literally the school did what we said do. You know what I mean? So, like, that shit is factual.
Yeah, that
you
was
dig what I'm
Swag
saying?
Team. That was
So now, you know, we gonna get to we gonna talk about these shows a little bit, man, because you was even before high school, you was doing shows. But I feel like when you got older, I feel like the older you got, the more shows picked up, and they became real consistent. And you know, the teen parties from I'm gonna say from about 2009 to about 2012, 13, the teen scene was outrageous. It was nowhere you could turn left or right that it wasn't a party. But it's two parties that stick out to me. For one was UNT's Sweet 16. I was in the crowd.
Okay.
I was in the crowd and I watched y'all perform, and that shit was one of the most lit performances at the time, because I feel like at the time y'all competitors were YSG.
Okay.
So it was like, you know, watching y'all.
That sucks.
You know what I mean? That was y'all. Hey, look, I was a fan. I'm speaking from a fan perspective at the time.
Understand.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, that was y'all competitors, but it was like, I have never seen young niggas my age, put on the show the way y'all put on the show at y'all Sweet 16. So when it came down to performing, man, like, did y'all practice, or was it just the energy? Did y'all feed off each other?
Bro.
Like, take me down there.
Fuck yes, bro. We had to practice. We had to rehearse. If you go to that actual footage, this nigga had us doing shit like, do the money dance, do the money dance. Like, bro, we ain't, you feel me, bro? We 40, 50 deep. We scrapped up at these shows and all that shit. You feel me? But Pops didn't play like that. You feel me? Pops,
OG.
you know, business was business and all that other shit was all that other shit. So, yeah, when it came to our concerts, we definitely had to rehearse, especially opening up for big names like Soulja Boy, Lil Wayne, goddamn Gucci Mane, you know what I'm saying? The list goes on. Fabulous, some shitter niggas, bro. Like, we had to rehearse every day after school. We had to know our words and damn near know what we was going to even say when the music stopped. So,
I about to say, who else performed at y'all Sweet 16?
all right, so our Sweet 16, man, Pops, man, he put that joint together lovely. My nigga had VIP passes. We sold over 400 tickets, and that's just pre-tickets. Yeah, man, and that nigga had goddamn Ruin Southside Superstar performance. She had the Southside Superstar shit with Boosie. You feel me?
At the historical Escape too, by the way, Club Escape.
At Club Escape.
It was the hyperlink at the time.
Yeah.
Fucking Juni Mac with Booty Bounce.
Boy, shout out Juni Mac, man.
Oh my God, that song come on any day. You go get the twerk, bro.
Hey, on God.
Hey, I swear to God.
On God, man.
Yeah, it was somebody else. I can't think of it right now. It was somebody else, man. But yeah, Mike Easy.
Rest in peace, Mike Easy. Mike Easy, 307C, my nigga. But man, we got y'all performed at a lot of historical buildings that no longer exist. We got the Spice Lounge, the Hyperlink, like just places, you know what I mean, the Walmsley Lounge, the J Spot, Tropicabana, Tomahawk,
the shit out Chesterfield.
like the list goes on and on and on. Yeah, they was at the Hyperlink, then it transformed to
Rush
Escape.
Bus Morning Tour, Stone Soul,
You could just
Richmond City Tour. Richmond School City Tour.
the school tour.
Virginia City Tour. Virginia School Tour.
So I bet we talked about the Sweet 16. So we gonna transform over to something that's near and dear to your heart, near and dear to you and your brother, you and your family. Something that was started that was spelled differently at first. And now we have Circle of Trust, 2 S's, no T.
Yep.
This shit, you have taken this motherfucker to a different level. You rep it wherever you go. It don't matter where you go. From, you know what I mean, from your clothing, yelling in your music, hashtags, everything you do is Circle of Trust. So talk to us.
Oh yeah, he got that merch too, by the way.
Yeah, that merch is crazy. But talk to us just about Circle of Trust, man. What it means to you. What did it take for you to get that motherfucker off the ground? Like, talk to us just about Circle of Trust, man.
Well, now that we in the Circle of Trust stage, Circle of Trust all started because we was family over everything, even when we was Spacey Gang and all of that. But then we went to Google because we done legitimized that joint. So we went to Google. It seemed like after we made that shit hot, everybody became FOE, family over everything.
Yeah,
And being that we done legitimized the shit, it was just like it wasn't nothing we could do about it. So Pops being the genius he is, once again, he came up with something just like, bro, like the Trust, man, Circle of Trust. We gonna, you know what I'm saying, boom by y'all. So, it was all Pop's creativity with getting the guy drawing the logo out into the circle and all that shit. That's his shit. You feel me? That's what he started. And we was established in 2010. And it seemed like once we started the Circle of Truss jump, the first video we shot was going wham at the Tomahawk.
That's
One of all of the places you was naming, and that joint got about 20,000 views on YouTube. You know, even back then, we was, you know, that was the start of Circle of Truss.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So once that joint really took off, because we was still Big 3 in AI, people got to remember it was still Big 3 in AI from 8 years old all the way up to high school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But the Circle of Truss shit had to be lifted beyond because, you know, AI had got incarcerated. You know what I'm saying? Over a little situation where, you know what I'm saying, somebody losing their life or whatever the case may be and him trying to defend himself.
Sticks and hammers and all that.